Hello everyone, Ryan here, and I'm back with another College Football 25 Dynasty Mode Series video, and my journey as the head coach for the Kentucky Wildcats continues today, and what a season this has been. This has been a dream season so far. This Kentucky Wildcats team is sitting ranked 4th in the nation, 8-0 on the season, 6-0 in the conference, and today we go into Tennessee in the tough environment against our rivals, the Tennessee Volunteers. Now, this Tennessee team has struggled this season, but I checked out their roster. They've had a lot of injuries this season. They're sitting 2-5, 0-4 in the conference, but they lost their star running back, Sampson. Sampson's out for the season. They lost their starting right guard. They lost their defensive tackle. They have so many injuries on that Tennessee team. When I first saw it, I'm like, there's no way they're 2-5. So it's the injuries. So I have a couple of other dynasties where Tennessee has finished in the top 5 3 straight seasons. So Tennessee in this one, they're battling injuries this season. But let me tell you right now, there is nothing that Tennessee team would love more than to dish out Kentucky's first loss in front of their home fans. We have to come out ready to play, or this Tennessee team will take home field advantage and gain all momentum and run with it. Thank you all so much for all the support on this series. You all are all legends. If you get some enjoyment, drop a like. It really helps the channel. Subscribe for more. And I want to point out, if you want more college football content from me, check out the full Road to Glory career mode series on the channel, where we have a quarterback career for the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And trust me when I say, the episode that's about to go live on Wednesday, July 31st, the day after this episode, you will not want to miss it. So stay tuned for that. Trust me, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on July 31st. You do not want to miss that episode. But let's go ahead and get on with the episode here. So I have timestamps for you all down in the description. This is going to be a long episode. We're going to be doing the playing the game, of course. We're going to be taking a look at the top stories, and we're going to be doing the bye week as well. We have a bye week right after this, and then the next game is an FCS team. So since there's an FCS team, we're not going to make that its own episode. This episode, Tennessee, bye week, and also the FCS game. So the FCS game, I'm going to supersell most of it. I'm going to play offense, but we don't really need to play that full game. So I think we're going to combine week 10, and we're also going to combine week, I guess that would be week 12, right? Because then after that, we play Texas. And of course, that will be its own episode. And then the season finale, always the Governor's Cup, Kentucky versus Louisville. I'm so excited for the rest of the season. Let's focus on Tennessee, though, for today's episode. And FCS, but we can't lose that game. And of course, we have recruiting. We'll be going through all the recruiting. I absolutely love it. What a recruiting class we have so far. As we take a look at the top stories, Miami takes down Florida State 35-31, moves to 3 in the nation. Florida State is 11. And then the big one, Kentucky in the top 4. Undefeated teams are Michigan, Oregon, Miami, and Kentucky at 4. Utah is undefeated, sitting 6th in the ranking. Syracuse is undefeated, sitting 13th in the ranking. And then Liberty over there, 19, Liberty 7-0, having a great season there. And speaking about a team who's been on fire this season, Rutgers is 12th in the nation, taking down USC. USC falls to 15th in the rankings. Rutgers moved to 12th. And what's interesting about this one, in the career mode on the channel for the Minnesota Golden Gophers, that Rutgers team is playing amazing. They were on a 4-game win streak when Minnesota Golden Gophers came into town and derailed them a little bit. But what a game that was. So Rutgers is on fire this season. And this is a game I wish we could watch. I wish you could watch some games, because I 100% would. We got Penn State and Ohio State battling it out. And likely the winner is going to be facing off against Michigan in the Big Ten Championship, right? So that is going to be awesome. I wish we could watch that game, but unfortunately we cannot. So before we dive into the game, I wanted to update you all on the recruiting class, because we've had a lot of great recruits commit to the Kentucky Wildcats. So as we take a look at this is one of my best classes I've had in this game. So we have a running back, Drayton. We have a right end, Tim Rooks. Defensive tackle, Kyle Kendricks. Colton Sanders, tight end, 4-star. Oscar Beducci, the big left tackle we wanted to get, has committed. That is 3 5-stars. That's the most 5 stars I've ever had in this game. commit to a team, which is amazing. I don't know how we've done it this season, but we pulled it off. And then Kenneth Ajayi, quarterback, who's probably going to be our starter in the future. I think he's going to be amazing. Then we have Ty Hodges, the 6'6" tight end. We have Dylan Rowe, a cornerback, 4-star, who is committed. And then an athlete, Jim, scrambler type player, who could be a potential starter in the future as well. And of course, we'll do the scouting at the rest of the scouting at the end of this episode. We have plenty of hours, 410 hours. So we'll be making some targets here today, doing some scouting here and into the bye week. So there'll be a lot of scouting this episode. For those scouting viewers out there, I know we have a lot of people who love to watch that. I'm the same way. I love to watch scouting just as much as the games. It is time. The highly anticipated Week 10 matchup of the 2024 season. Number 4 ranked Kentucky going into Tennessee. A Tennessee team that's battled so many injuries this season, but they have home field advantage and they're going to need it to take down this hot Kentucky team. So 86 overall Tennessee, but they're actually lower than that with the injuries they have right now. 84 overall Kentucky. Let's do this. Hey, I'm fired up. I need you all's hype and positive, encouraging comments. Just like always, let's take down Tennessee in front of their home fans. There is nothing we'd like more than going into Tennessee and taking out our rivals in front of their home fans. Let's actually crush them. Let's beat them by like 30. Imagine.
Welcome to Knoxville, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, where the hymn of choice is good old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
Wow, this environment. Can we take a moment to appreciate the presentation and environments in this game? They knocked it out of the park. Oh boy. Come on, Kentucky. I'm taking it to the house.
Coming out with it, it's White. He's got great speed. What a great return, and he flips the field.
That was incredible. Our special teams is amazing. White is the best kick returner. He's insane. He's got 99 speed. He could just take off. Tennessee leads the series 84-26. Tennessee is on a 3-series win streak. All right, Tennessee. That ends today.
Games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties.
Toughest rank is 3.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Really
they were in a cover 9 to start the day.
Into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up.
We can't call audibles or anything. I could barely hear anything.
Mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make
they had
mistakes,
another injury. This Tennessee team is struggling with injuries. Wow. They have like 5 or 6 players out with injury right now. Starters too.
Nice move to stay on his feet. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Let's go screen.
Man,
they've got a great
good
defensive
run,
front
but
too.
It was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big
He
chunk,
got stuck.
Like
Should never have thrown that. Should have just taken the sack.
They really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
Is this the Barry Brown screen? No.
And they knew the challenge ahead of them.
What if we flip it?
They also know how talented they are, and David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough lead.
Let's go, Brown. Come on.
Continue to grow and get
that was a great play.
Nice completion.
A few of you all have recommended the wide receiver screen to Barryon Brown, so thank you for that.
All game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground.
That's all we needed. Our offensive front has been playing amazing, especially with run blocking.
And he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice.
Look at this. I mean, I can barely hear. I can barely see what's going on. This is insane. I love it.
To the air on first down. He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
That was dangerous.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes
that
down
was
the field.
really
He's
dangerous.
looking to throw the football, but how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Love the play.
Looking to go up top on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Way to play. Way to play.
Get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Yeah, what play are we doing? It's not a screen.
Looking for a man. It's Vandergrift. Goes to the end zone, and the ball's out.
And I tell you what, as a defense, you just got to stick
Brock,
with it. You got to keep
hold
playing,
on
keep
to the
chasing.
football.
These QBs can do this. You watch him scramble around outside the pocket, gain some yards, but great job by the defense continuing to pursue, make the hit, cause the fumble.
That's a touchdown. No, it came out. I'm gonna challenge it just to do it. Why not? Let's watch this. I think he fumbled. I think he fumbled. Are you kidding me, Brock? I haven't hit RB to secure the football. He's holding it like a loaf of bread. Brock is holding it like a loaf of bread. What are you doing, Brock? Wait. It came out just barely. When does this ball come out? Right there. Oh my, look at the nose of the football. That is so close. Brock fumbles right there. The nose of the football is not over the first down line before the ball comes out. Brock, wake up. Shake it off though, right? Shake it off. Hey, you build up your players. They're going to make mistakes. You're in a tough environment. Brock's composure's low. You all saw he's rattled. And when you play away in this game, your players make more mistakes. He fumbled. It was open for a touchdown. All you got to do is hold on to the football. I hit the secure RB button to secure the ball, and, well, he didn't do a very good job of it. Yeah, that's heartbreaking. Oh, my. Defense, we need you.
Looking for a productive
And this
play
Tennessee
on first
offense,
down.
really good. They got the red-shirted freshman at quarterback. Really fast quarterback.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
I came all the way
They bring
over
him
to make
down,
that
he's
play. It
gonna
would have been a
lose the yard
touchdown
on
if we
that
don't
one.
make that.
And the Volunteers want to move quickly.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all
Talk
of
about
college
how to
football.
lose
If they've
momentum
got
on an
any
away
shot,
game. Oh,
they're gonna have
no.
to do a
They
lot
sealed
better
me
running
in. They sealed me off. I've got to play better outside contain.
By 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding
Come on.
where the sticks are. Doesn't
Come on,
have to be
defense.
sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Makes one man miss. In his sophomore season, he's really
They have
learned to
such a
find
good
that
offensive
running room.
line, minus their right guard who's out for the
Volunteers will
season.
snap it on first and 10.
This hurry up is tough to defend against.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game.
It could be
There's
a
just
screen. I'm gonna
greater
press them.
Sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. We can talk about the
You
next
talk
game
about
on the
home
schedule.
field advantage.
We're always looking forward to this one.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
They're wearing our defense down right now with this hurry up.
To the ground with the back.
Good tackle.
They bring him down.
Come on. Afari Jr. had a big-time tackle there.
Down and the line to gain is the 36.
Play the sticks.
Listen, I know
Press.
there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage.
They're going to kick the field goal.
And
Do
on the
not
opening
rough
drive,
the kicker.
If he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
That is no
Let's go.
good. Kicker tried to tack a
It was a very tough
guys,
field goal.
couldn't do it.
Very tough field goal. I would have missed that. Everybody shook their head. Yes, right. Yeah, Ryan. You would have missed it. You would have missed it by about 40 yards to the right. Yeah, that's true. I wouldn't have kicked it. Let's be honest. There's no shot. I would have just done whatever I can not to kick that. Let's fake the run and do a bubble
Kentucky
screen.
has it back in the big blue offense.
Could it be an interception? There's always a
After
potential.
that last drive, he came back to the
Wait,
sideline and
where was the
probably said,
play action?
You dropped it and you didn't pick it up.
Must have been the
Come
fans
on,
that
get on the ball,
disrupted
then.
the
No, that's not what he
play
said.
call.
He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Yo, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he
No.
knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know
It's
that
a
guy's
good thing
eager
that
and
was a
anxious to
terrible
come out here and
pass.
make a play.
If that's a good pass, it's picked off. I'm getting away from the run. I need to start running, continue to run more. Close wide seam.
You know their name and you know their face.
Oh,
You know
wait.
it well, and it does mean just a little bit more because
That's not
it's
the play I
bragging
picked.
rights. Like the rivalries matter
It's showing
so
the wrong
much.
play.
All
So
throughout the
I've had
year,
this
all the
happen
fans
in away
talking about
games
this
where you
game
pick
in
a play,
particular.
and
That's
when you're in a
why
tough
these
place to
boys-
play,
and that's why these
they
players
run a
get
different
jacked
play.
out of their
It
minds.
happens a lot.
It's just so hard defensively to take your eye off this
That
guy,
was an
especially
example.
on third down. You've got to know that at any given moment, he can take off on you. They've
What a
got to do
first
a better
down, though.
job on the back end, keeping their focus on him. He's the one with the football. They've got to be able to react, or else they're going to get gashed like they did
Tennessee
right now.
hits so hard. I've been to Tennessee in real life before. I went there for a football camp many years ago. And wow, this environment's amazing.
Looking to throw, it's Vandergrift.
That's a touchdown. He couldn't get by the defensive back. Could we call a pass interference, ref?
Well, it looked like that might be
It's
the
great
first
defense,
touchdown of the
actually, but
game.
I would love a
Great
pass
job by
interference
the
call there.
defender, seeing the
I'm gonna hit him with the
football,
draw.
sliding it away.
I think it's going to work.
Rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on
Actually,
third
this is a
down.
touchdown pass to Barryon Brown. Oh, did he get the route, though?
From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted
No,
as
he
lets it
didn't.
go. He
Oh,
took
good.
a
The audible
heavy
didn't work. Tell ya,
deliver the
home field
football.
advantage
It's
in this
incomplete
game.
and fourth down's coming.
They knocked it out of the
Yeah,
park.
and third and short, they choose not to run. throw
When
the
you
football,
play
and I think a
in
lot of
these
that has to do with
environments,
they know they're in
they
field goal
knocked it out of
range.
the park.
They can take the 3
You
points
feel
on
it.
the board.
Pierce Jr. is incredible. Like, his pass rush is
Kentucky sent
phenomenal.
out the punting unit. He ought to be able to use this first
We got
punt
to
to
punt,
pin him deep.
right? Well, yeah. No. Yeah, let's punt. No.
We've got a
Make up
timeout
your
from the
mind,
kicking
Ryan.
team.
Ryan Gamer on the sideline doesn't know what to do here. He's talking to Jerry, the assistant to the defensive coordinator. That's when you know there's struggles. Why are you asking the defensive coordinator? Cover 4 palms is what they were in. We didn't look. We did not run an RPO. That's what our team thought we ran on the audible. Our team is rattled right now.
On fourth
They
and
lined up
7,
for an
analytics,
RPO.
gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Makes a
Brown
up for the
Stevens,
first.
you legend.
And
What a
good
catch.
Kick up to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. And the Wildcats are on the move.
What an environment.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game.
The
and
presentation
stats
in
point
this
that
game
out
is second to none.
emphatically.
Like, they knocked it out of the park. I want them to add the studio updates in halftime to show all the big games happen at the same time around the nation. I don't know why they don't have that. They've got to have studio updates. I want them to add that presentation-wise. Look at the #1 team in the SEC, Kentucky, Alabama.
They'll break the seal on this quarter here on first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. He has the
great run.
Still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there.
Remember, keep it simple. That's always my offensive strategy in this franchise series. Not franchise, Dynasty mode, but keep it simple, play smart, don't make mistakes.
They're in the red zone and they'll pass it.
I mean, Brock made a mistake. Great blocking.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before.
How do you all feel?
That down marker.
How do you all feel about a
You
pistol?
don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game.
Just read option.
To your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
I thought I handed it off to the running back. How do you all feel about that one?
We've seen throughout this
Hope you all felt pretty good.
The offense when they've been running the quarterback. Finally, though, the defense got it right. Everybody played their assignment. They honed
This is
in
a
on
touchdown.
it,
Wait,
and
do they know the play? They should know the original play, but you never know.
Dropping back, it's Vandergrift. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
They're trying to hit the angle route to the running back coming out of the backfield. It's a good route, but the running back.
Let's go to one of my favorite plays, slot corner. So there's two routes that are open here a lot. Macklin and the tight end underneath. But, oh no. Does our team know the play?
Looking to throw.
That was picked off.
It just left.
That's why I was saying no.
That
That would have been a pick six.
They dial up the pass play.
This defense is amazing. We're moving the ball well on them, but they're so good. Oh no. 13-mile-an-hour wind. Look how rattled our kicker is. These Volunteer fans are fired up right now.
And this one splits the upright. Yeah. And that took a little longer than expected.
We got a lucky bounce. Oh my. There are no gimmies in field goals in this game. That thing's moving like this.
On your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at
Oh
least 3
my.
points. This dude is automatic.
Yeah, I'm serious. If I had a heart rate monitor on away games in this game, even the start of the Florida game, we crushed Florida, right? But even the start of that game, my heart rate is up there big time. If you gain momentum, though, like against Florida, you dominate. Now, this is a game where Tennessee is playing great. We're playing great, too, but we can't get a lot of momentum. If you want to win big in away games, you have to steal the momentum fast. A big turnover like in Florida, Ole Miss this season. Every away game, we've turned over. We've got huge turnovers and played great ball.
Settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another
That's a great run.
And just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
They go back to the hurry up. The ref's confused. Ref? The ref's just standing there. He can't get off the field.
Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well,
What are you doing, Ref?
Expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but David, they believe
Yeah, Tennessee has had to fight probably more adversity than any other team with their injuries.
Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
That's the first time I've ever seen that. Pick up the football.
Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
What just
Touchdown,
happened?
Wildcats. The defense takes matters into their own hands.
Defenses talk all the time about forcing turnovers, and to do that, you got to get so many hats to the
Walker's
football and
like, okay,
score
I'll
the
take
ball.
it.
Sometimes comes out,
Um,
and what do? You
That's
pick
the
it
first
up,
missed
take it
snap
back
I've
to
ever
the
seen in this
house.
game. I've
What
seen
a play by
bad
the
snaps, but I've never seen a snap like a punt. Quite like that. The center thought he was snapping to the punter on that one. And Walker just picks it up, takes it to the house. What just happened? What? Look, he was trying to hand it off. The freshman quarterback here at Tennessee is feeling the pressure right now. This is a freshman, a red-shirted freshman, I believe. Tries to hand off, goes to the handoff right before, I guess it was a high snap, a fast snap. I think that ball just went a mile. Oh, that would have been a perfect long snap right through the quarterback's hands. He was so worried about handing the ball off. He was watching his read. Look, he's watching his read and misses it. That is a huge mistake. Our Kentucky defense has all the momentum now. I've never seen that in this game. I've seen bad snaps that mess up the play, but never a mishandled snap by a quarterback. That's a young freshman quarterback. Freshmen make so many mistakes in this game. Freshmen and sophomores.
With the extra point, they push the lead
So many mistakes. I'm telling you, I've had freshmen just make plays that make no sense.
Chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts
Tennessee's
playing.
rattled right now.
And no chance at a return here. They'll
Yes.
start this drive at their own 25.
They are rattled as can be.
Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points
Good tackle.
on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
They need to settle down on the hurry up. I feel like it's messing them up.
Football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Another huge hit stick.
Couldn't find a lane.
I'm
They
putting
pick
the blitz
up a
on.
run to the 31. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry up.
Wait, why is the
Back to
cornerback
throw.
coming a
It's
mile
Gilliam
away?
Leava. They've got the screen set up.
That's a
And the
great play
completion
call.
gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't.
They're just trying to wear us down, but you saw what happened last time.
They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
We can't get any
Got the
pressure
first
right
down
now.
and still on his feet.
They're mad.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
I don't blame them. I'd be mad too. My center, not my center, my quarterback would be
That's
taking a
what you
seat for a little
expect
bit.
from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle
100%
there.
that quarterback would
Didn't
be
get
taking a
much on
seat.
1st down, it's 2nd and 9. He'll pull it on the read.
Make a play.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. How bold will they be?
Play
on 3rd
press,
down
play
after that
inside,
last run?
and play the sticks.
The back
Don't
goes
allow
in motion.
anything at the 1st down.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down.
Well,
Grabbed over the middle. It's Thornton. That is exactly what you're looking for.
Oh,
when you
no.
talk
We've made 'em mad,
explosive
everybody.
plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. This dude is just exceptional.
Hear the fans,
in
let's
every
go
facet.
Vols.
So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
I'm going man
You see another
blitz.
catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground.
Where was our pitch
Right
read?
into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And what a push up front. by
Great
this
play call,
offensive
but
line.
where was our
Everyone
outside
in unison,
linebacker?
Driving out of their stance.
He was blitzing, but he still has to read the pitch. Look, look. I love
that.
that. That's so cool. I don't love the touchdown, but seeing the dog, you know, seeing the dog makes me feel a little bit better about that touchdown. Dogs are the best. But wow, that's painful. Listen to him. They nailed this environment though. This is fantastic. Not like I'm not saying that touchdown was fantastic.
And
Not
with the
giving them
extra
credit.
point
The
and
environment
a
that they
little bit
recreated in
count
the
as they
game.
get closer. go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed.
Wow, we needed that big defensive touchdown. It's a good thing that happened. Thank you, game, for giving that one to us.
Now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Randy Moss had a hand in getting this kid to Huntington, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to ULM. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebackers swarming in?
Gun wing slot weak drive.
Second down here, and maybe they
Wow, Liberty got crushed today. Did you see that at the bottom? Liberty got smashed. I didn't catch who they played against.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, he's going to try to
That's a
hit him over the
touchdown.
top.
Oh, what a play
Wide open, he
call.
makes the catch.
Read the coverage to perfection. Just casually tossed it up there. Take that, Tennessee.
Touchdown, Kentucky.
Dane Key, the Lexington, Kentucky
This
hometown
offense is
hero.
top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers.
That's just perfect. You all realize Pierce Jr. is putting the pressure on Brock Vandegrift. I stayed in the pocket, just nice toss pass, nothing fancy, didn't try to lead him or anything like that. Just, I knew he was wide open. I saw the coverage, read the coverage perfect on the post. Easy touchdown, good play call.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
That's huge. They got momentum,
And with
you
the
take it
extra
right
point,
back.
They're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Now last drive didn't take long.
Just
two plays to get it
imagine
in.
if this
And the
Tennessee
score
team
comes
didn't
with
have
a
5
strike
starters
up
out.
top, covering 79 yards.
Imagine that for a
And
second.
they desperately wanted to attempt
Like,
a return, but decided not
we
to.
would be
Instead, they'll take the touchback.
Probably losing
Tennessee ready
20
to
to
go
nothing.
work the big orange
20 to
offense
3.
on the field. Running out of time here.
5
in the first half.
receivers.
They do have a
All right.
chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players.
A minute 51
and get
left.
them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation,
What is story zone
best players
coverage?
gotta touch the ball.
And this
Story.
could get into pressing mode, right? Like
Make
you
a
go
play on the
half down, a
football.
couple of scores, it starts to-
He's
the
right
pressure
there.
Really mounts. Good opportunity to take
Oh, he
some of
read
the
it
pressure
back.
off, get
Oh,
some
he's
momentum,
got to put his arm
energize
around it,
this
though.
squad going
That's
into
all right.
halftime.
Shake it off.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45.
Story's had a good season.
He wants to throw.
That's how you play, Walker. Walker has a fumble recovery for a touchdown.
They'll try
Huge
to
sack.
kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down.
Don't
coming.
allow, give cushion. Don't
Corner's
allow
gonna give
anything
them
over
room.
top.
Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Getting some heat.
Walker does
And
it
this
again.
defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Remember, they have a star offensive
timeout
lineman
was
out.
called as this
And
offense tries
that
to
could
find
be
a way to
they
get
shifted
more points
lineman.
on
It
the
might
board
be
before
that
the
left
half.
guard or left tackle. I'm not sure which one. It said it was a starting
And
right
whatever
guard, I
they
believe, who
did
got
on
injured.
first and
Like
second
90
down,
overall or something like that.
Don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Handoff from the gun.
That's a
And
weird
he's
play
not
call.
going to
Let's
make
call a
it.
timeout,
The
though.
defense denying him the first down. The
Okay,
defense
Tennessee.
uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Vols send out
Tennessee
the
better
punt
watch
unit.
out because we're about
They'll
to
have
score
punt for
a
the
couple
first time
touchdowns.
This afternoon. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want.
I need to
out of
settle
your
down on the
punt cover
confidence,
unit.
right?
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They've been the height
I'm
of
pretty sure they have a
efficiency here in the
cornerback out
first
as well.
half, David. You've
A
got
cor-
to think they're gonna try
one of their
to
best
click it right
cornerbacks
down
is
the
out with an
field
injury.
here.
When you're looking at your
Their defensive line is fine, though, I can tell you that.
Down back at the 13. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions. and
Let's
he
go
really
slot
didn't have
corner.
time to do it.
I love this
And
play.
that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes. Make sure you take away that quick stuff. And a great job.
So
And the
it
defense
got me
gets
locked in
loose,
like a
bringing the
10-step
heat,
drop
and
with
down
Gronk
he
there.
goes again. We got
That's
a
what I get
timeout
for
here
calling
late
out.
in
But
the
watch,
first half, and
Tennessee,
they'll try to get more points on the board
3rd and
before the break.
25. You think we're going to run the ball? You better believe no. So, Tennessee, let me show you what you do in these situations. You try to win. I don't care for 25 yards, almost in safety position. We're going to try to score.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make
the
plays
Tennessee
like this,
defense,
right?
like, all right, you keep doing that, Ryan.
Protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to
keep
play
doing
with some
that.
effort, make some scrambles, make some things happen when plays break down, and at least
Look
try
how
to put
nervous
offense
Barry is.
in good positions. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but now he makes this decision a little more interesting here on 4th.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt.
Good punt, but they have 38 seconds left.
They hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession
Playing away
game.
in this game is
The
amazing.
offensive play caller here
I
has
never
to
want to
really
get
be
the
dialed
coaching
in.
perks.
It's
Yes!
And the pass
Maxwell!
is picked off.
Hairston, hold that thought!
Bringing it
Maxwell! Hairston!
Smashes through. And a
Yes!
big return after the
Maxwell,
INT
I
sets
love
up the
you.
offense for this possession.
I love defenses that make big plays.
What I was
that
saying
understand
is,
what
I
they're
don't
trying
even
to get from
remember.
the offense,
What was I?
understand
Wait,
how
what
to
was I
attack it,
talking
jump
about?
some of these
Oh,
routes,
I
make
don't
these
want
interceptions,
to
and then not only
improve my
that, when you
coaching
get the
perks
football,
that take
try to do
away
something with it. Don't
home field
slide
advantage.
down. Don't take a
I
knee. Try to
always
bring
want,
that
you know, I
thing
don't
back to
mind
the house.
players that
Set
have
your
road
offense
dog.
up
I think that's
in great
awesome.
field position.
But I don't, there's coaching perks that you can use that limit your team's, that improve your team's composure on the road. I don't want that because I love the way the game feels. I absolutely love the way the game feels with home field advantage. It's fantastic. And when you play this game, if you have played it, you realize that. This game, the difference between home and away, Tennessee's quarterback, the young freshman, made a big mistake.
Here to find a shot to the end zone, David. Be aggressive and see if you can get a touchdown.
Some of you are worried about the clock. Don't you worry. I know what I'm doing.
Don't force the ball into a bad situation, but we're definitely trying to get a
Don't
touchdown.
you worry.
They go right back to their
Don't
man
you
on
worry,
2nd and goal.
YouTube.
And he'll
Tennessee's
find
trying
the
to
end
throw
zone.
this game away in front of their home fans.
They've got the lead and trying to
To
put
be
this one
fair,
in a
they have
headlock
5 or
here in
6
the
starters
half.
out, so
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had
if you all have
great
not
year,
played a
and
game
that's
as
why they're a top
Tennessee
10
with
offense.
Sampson, their running back, Sampson has shifty, like
And he'll
Goad
just
Shifty
take
is
it
the
in.
name
This
of the
drive will
perk.
start at the 25.
That shifty perk, he can move on a dime. 95 speed, incredible change of direction. He's nuts. He's almost impossible to stop.
Time dwindling
When you
away
play
as
against
they try to
Sampson,
put points on the board
if
right
he wasn't
before the
injured
half.
here, he would probably already have 150 yards against us. And I am not over-exaggerating. He's
Here's
that
the
good.
handoff.
If you find
Really
that
nice stop
shifty
there from
ability or
this senior
shifty
leader.
perk, trust me, get it.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Looking for a
Like,
physical
why
attack
not?
from the
Why
gunner.
not try to?
Got
Why
enough
not
for
try
the
to throw a
first, and he's
touchdown
still
there? I know it's
going.
very rare,
And
like
he
to do
circles
that,
out
but
to the 36-yard
you're getting
line, and
crushed.
they'll move the chains. First half in the books. Time now.
we are
Join
playing
Kevin
so
Connors
good
in
on
our
the road
halftime
lately,
update.
and
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you.
that's what it takes.
Rivalry games
That's what it
always
takes.
bring out a
I
ton of
forgot Brock
emotion,
fumbled.
And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things.
It's
cranked
all
back
about
up
momentum,
here.
making smart decisions. That's my goal. When I load in to start one of these videos, I try to get focused in. Ryan, 1 or 2 reads, take the sack or run. 1 or 2 reads, don't throw interceptions. That has
Kentucky
changed
getting
our
up and
season.
Ready to go here in the second half.
Really. You make a mistake in this game, especially away, you're done for. I know the fumble, we were able to bounce back because of Tennessee's terrible snap. I'm putting the blitz on them.
In a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense.
This game is far from over.
From behind, every
Did they another injury? Their quarterback?
The defense, they haven't given much result.
7 players.
Nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively.
7
now,
players.
based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every
We just hurt their
single
quarterback.
snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Tennessee is
Last
falling
run
apart.
Didn't get much. Balls at their own 26. Here's 2nd and 9. These little gains can start to
Sampson would have took that to the house. I'm telling you all right now, I'm not over-exaggerating how good that running back is on this game. I've faced him plenty of times, and I know that he's going to dodge about 5 tackles a play.
On 3rd and short, the power run here.
He's amazing.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
Come on, defense. They got a backup quarterback. Let's put the pressure on. No, let's not.
Chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that puts you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, we got to stop the run.
He's run out of bounds, but
Kentucky, what are you doing?
It'll be a 1st down.
This freshman quarterback's just handing off the ball. It's working.
From the gun, the running back.
See that outside contain? I got right off the blocker. Let's go. Okay, let's go. 3rd and 14. They got 3 receivers.
That DB begs to differ. Great tackle coming
Let's
up,
go
playing
nickel.
physical like a linebacker.
And what I learned is you can change your cover shell. You can show a cover 0 and run a different formation. When you're in the play formation screen, in a formation, use the right stick and you can change your coverage shell. And that coverage shell really throws off. So usually I just run a cover 0 shell. I haven't been doing that this game because I forgot.
How about the defender?
But you can do it. So
Seeking
I did it there.
He was on radar lock. He found the football.
He's gonna. Oh, their quarterback's back.
Flew
Okay.
down with some bad intentions.
And that's incomplete.
What a hit.
Defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down.
He's mad. It looked like the quarterback was
Volunteers
mad
will
at
bring
his
the punt
wide
team
receiver
onto
there.
the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Terrible punt too. This Tennessee team is rattled as can be.
Kentucky
They have had so. Imagine what this season would have been for them without the injuries. They have 6, well, almost 7 starters out. Their quarterback would have been out. Like, how do you win? They have young players in. They've got so many injuries. What are you going to do?
Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
They have players coming back next week from injuries, though. We caught them at a perfect time. Most of their players are coming back out of injury next week or the next.
If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Beautiful read.
Near the sticks. It's Brown.
Let's put Barryon Brown on the screen here.
Down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes.
Somebody had a
My
big
guy's
hit.
better than you, and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust
Oh,
you.
hear that
I'm
hit?
finding you.
Big
You
play
can
in
hear
the
that
passing
a
game
mile
there, and I
away.
like the receiver gearing down in
Somebody,
the zone.
you know,
Nice job
somebody said,
finding a
Ryan,
soft spot on defense between
I'm proud
the
of you for
defenders,
making better
giving the
decisions
quarterback
passing,
an easy
and thank you
target
for
to
that.
throw to complete
I
the
should have waited there.
Not a
Wait for the
whole
blocker
lot
to get
of
there.
room there on
Thank you for that.
screen pass.
That means a
They
lot.
just
Thank you
never
all
know.
for the encouragement.
Line getting set on
Trying
2nd down.
to improve every single day.
Trying play action. Going
That's
for
a
the big
pick.
play. And the ball is picked off. Got room on the
Oh,
return.
what about that decisions?
The
Well, here's what
interception
happened
stopped
there,
the
you
threat,
two.
and the return
I misread the
even
safety, and I was
better.
trying to lead the receiver front and left. Clearly, it was a bad decision.
Defensive backs have
I'm still going to
tough
make
jobs.
poor
You
decisions,
think about whether
obviously.
You play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever
Well,
it is, you put more
Tennessee
defense
said,
on
what was
defense,
that?
it's more speed, it's
Oh,
more guys that
so
can
I'm going to do a cover
They also
0
gotta
shell.
cover that
So you can
ground.
see that at the
Cover
bottom.
ground and
Going to
make
go
it
cover
big.
0 shell.
Sometimes you
We're going to go
don't see
cover
that.
3.
Superb effort by that guy.
We're Tampa 2. That way we show a cover 0.
Volunteer
We're running a
offense is
zone.
back, and they
Going
hope
to
it's
throw them off.
touchdown time in Tennessee. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like last
What a
possession didn't go
tackle.
great. Now you're
Childress
set up
has
an
had some big
opportunity
tackles.
to get some points, start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
You know, you've got to tackle,
and the
team.
ball's headed quickly to the line.
Switched up formation on him.
They're getting this guy lathered
Let's
up.
go.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations.
They can get
Really good
momentum
job
at any time.
They'll run it from the gun.
Let's go. I made
A
2
run
big
up the
plays
middle
this
is
drive.
stuffed for no gain.
Let's go. We are going
Great
cover
play by the
3.
linebacker. You talk about filling a hole.
Cover 3
Defensive
Sky.
line does their job.
And
He
we're going to
comes
play
in
at the
to
sticks.
sit out,
We're going to
sir.
press.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions.
Screen.
They're setting up the screen.
Good tackle.
They play
Maxwell
that screen nicely. He tried to
had
find
that
his
huge
way to the
interception
marker, but
almost
it'll
for a
be fourth
touchdown
down.
earlier.
They'll
Tennessee,
play it safe and send out
can they
the
make
field
one?
goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy
He
from the
made
right
it. Good
hash
kick.
and 45
I would
yards
have
out.
missed that.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board.
They're within
And let's
14
check in with
points.
Kevin
Let's
Connors
chew
in the
clock.
studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Clemson is in trouble right now, and unless something changes...
Clemson
this
getting
could
beat
be
by
the kind of loss
Louisville
that sets the program back
by a long
significantly.
shot right now.
They're
31 to
trailing by
14?
17 to Louisville.
Wow.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect.
You said,
the
Ryan, you
unexpected.
said chew the clock. Why are you
How
throwing it?
about that one?
I'm
Kevin will be keeping
feeling
an eye
it.
on everything going on elsewhere. They
feeling
make
it
the
right
stop,
now.
but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Gonna run it. It's Trainer. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come
Yeah, our
out
offensive
each
line
and
has been
every
playing
game
fantastic.
and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up.
Poor Tennessee, though. Listen, I feel sorry for them. There is nothing worse than injuries in a season. If you're down 6 starters in SEC play, like,
What it does do,
what are you going to do?
great position to succeed on second down.
No matter
Second
what
and 10,
depth
really
you
hard.
have,
Third
like,
and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable
they're down a
situation.
defensive
It
tackle,
really
I
gives you a
believe,
look.
a right guard, a
It's point of the
cornerback,
game, I think,
their
as a coaching
star
staff,
running
where
back.
you really challenge
They're
your
down-
offensive line to go win the football
I can't
game,
remember the
right?
other
We've
two.
got to lead late.
They're down
We're
a
gonna
lot.
Run the football, and the defense and everybody in this
What are you
stadium
gonna
knows
do?
that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying.
Like, they're doing the best they can with what they've got, right?
We'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Kentucky back at it.
Are
with
you
a
all
fresh
thinking what
set
I'm
of
thinking?
downs. On the run, it's Vandergrift. He tosses one high and deep.
Are
down
you
the left
thinking what
side.
I'm thinking?
Touchdown,
Carry
Kentucky.
on. Brown
And
is
once he
impossible
found
to
some
cover.
daylight, it was
Impossible.
time to make a house call.
You cannot press him.
They're on the board
You
again,
better
and
be
it looks
double
as if
teaming
this
him.
winning
If not,
streak
it's a
is going to
touchdown every time
continue.
with a good throw.
They've
He's so
extended
good.
this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and
Look
you
at that
fight back
separation.
much
And look at that
Man, you've
throw.
seen
You can't
crazy
put that any
comebacks and
better than
crazy
that.
swings of momentum in rivalry games.
We're
You
hearing
just
on
need that
U of
first
K a
thing
lot
to break
today.
your way, Paul.
Kentucky
And I think
fight
it really
song.
comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can
Playing
come
like
back.
every
These
time.
guys
You
need to
love
take
it.
ownership. Now's the time. In
Tennessee
this type
is
of game,
rock
they
that's
have
running
got
into
to
the
step
kicker.
up and start making plays.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
It really doesn't matter, to
So
be
the
honest.
decision
We've
has
been
been
kicking
made,
it out of
and
the
the
back
coach
of the
will
end zone,
take the
end zone
penalty.
every time.
The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards
The
farther
win
up
zone.
field after the
That's
roughing
what the
kicker
Kentucky
penalty.
Wildcats call the end zone.
Not going to give him a chance to
In
make a
Tennessee,
play as
the
they
win
boot
zone
that
is just
thing
so
through
easy
the
for
end
'em.
zone. Tennessee ready to go to work. the
We're
big
going to
orange
get
offense on
humbled
the field.
fast against
Did they
Texas.
could
Let
pay
me
off
tell
that
you
last
right
drive
now.
with a touchdown.
This is
Now,
a
they moved the
Tennessee
ball down the
team
field
who
and
has
executed
6
like they
starters
wanted
out.
to until they stalled out and had to settle.
Texas is
I
about
think
to
if you wanna
rock
take the
our
next step,
world.
too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative
Walker
ways
is
to get your
amazing.
best players the
You can
ball.
tell
Let's see
their
if they can do
offensive
that
line
here.
struggles. I think they might have 2 offensive linemen out. I think that might be the other starter out.
Couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. On the move, he fires.
How in the world was that a completion?
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I'll tell
not
you,
over yet.
You cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game,
he read me like a book.
Over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
The ball's racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get
I'm playing some great defensive end. Like, yeah, I've made some poor decisions, but 3 solo tackles, 2 for loss.
Getting a first down.
Playing some good defensive end today.
It's been a struggle bus, and they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really good at.
Let's go,
I'll tell you
Kentucky.
this, it's later into the fourth
I
quarter,
love this
later
video
in the
game. It's
obviously,
so
they
good.
need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's a great pass and a great catch.
They're not going to win this game,
But yeah, I can't say enough good about this game. It's amazing. It's a dream game for me. Like,
for next week, and after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They're bringing heat.
Walker, thank you. I missed the sack. Walker, thank you. It's his 3rd sack of the day. He might be the SEC Player of the Week and National Player of the Week.
Really great quarterback, and they've done more.
You can tell they're
dominated this
losing.
football
They
game.
have
The
2
offensive carried
offensive
their weight,
linemen out,
this
and you
is
can
looking
tell.
like a great outcome.
Walker is breaking through. They've got to shift something up next week. Even though I think they have some starters coming back next week or the next week. We've been lucky to not have a lot of injuries this season.
They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout.
Maxwell!
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the
He is
pick,
going
but
to
on the
win
great
Defensive
return
Player
to
of the Year.
improve this field position.
And that's a really good job.
10 interceptions, Maxwell. You need to settle down. We don't want you to get drafted. Maxwell, settle down. Those NFL scouts are going to pour you away. He read that to perfection.
And they stamped this game.
Maxwell, we need you to calm down a little bit, because if you keep playing that good, you're going to go pro, and then we'll cry. We cannot lose him next year. 10 interceptions. He may win Heisman. What? How many touchdowns has he scored this year? Like 2? Look at Tennessee. Look at their fans. Just shocked. To be fair, 2 interceptions from Maxwell. To be fair, though, to Tennessee, like, what are you going to do? If we had that many people out, we would be getting crushed. Like, if the roles were reversed, it would not have even been close. I've lost to Tennessee so many times in this game. So many times.
They can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers,
Should we throw it?
make
No.
quick decisions, and really
Settle down, Ryan. All right, I'll settle. I'm settled. Don't you all worry. Always settle.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. On the run, it's Traynham.
Their loss of they are rattled. Like, they might as well just take out their starters so they don't have any more injuries.
For any team, if they're having this much success on the ground, it starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on.
Hear me out.
But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
Hear me out. Reverse pass, anybody?
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd
Let's
and
see
10.
how Macklin's arm is today.
This guy can throw it. He just never got started going
Okay, let's put
forward.
that
A
play
huge
back,
loss of
never
eight
to
on the
return.
play.
Like, let's put that play back in the playbook for next
He's
season.
got a good chunk of ground to cover on
Poor
3rd and
Macklin.
long from the 41.
I'm looking at the running back here.
Back to throw, it's Vandergrift. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Trying to make magic with his. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. They make the tackle after the
I hit the wrong
turnover,
button.
but hang on just a
It would have been
second. There's
picked
a
either way, to
flag
be
on the
honest. I
field.
should have
Let's
ran it.
see if it stands.
What was that about making better decisions? Well, we're up like 45 points.
Back in his pocket and declined the penalty.
Not 45, but like we're up 31-10. There's no shot they have. Our defensive line is getting way too much pressure on them.
He's gonna pass. Fires to the wideout.
Besides that play.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Great spot to attack there, right off the turnover. Try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden
That's a
change.
pick.
You create a turnover and you get
No.
the ball back on offense.
That's a pick six. If Hardaway
Use the
catches
momentum,
that.
try to make a big play.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense.
Yeah, I've been taking a few, you know, like here at the end, we already had the lead, like just try some crazy stuff, you know, have fun.
Great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find
That's
themselves
a great
trailing
play
by
on the
a
ball.
lot
Are you
right
kidding
late
me?
in the game.
This defense is
Reacted
phenomenal.
well to the
Cover
tip,
4.
but just couldn't
Play at the
squeeze
sticks.
the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down.
That's what we're known for. I mean, our defense is amazing. So, but our offense has been great this year. Brock Vandegrift having a big-time season. Walker, fourth sack, and a touchdown. He's going to be the player of the week. It's not even going to be close.
This offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry.
It's not even going to be close. This is an interception.
He'll try
I'm
to
calling
throw
it.
and pick up the first down. He's taking the shot. Makes the catch. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown Volunteers.
What'd you all think about that
Nice
interception,
job on the
YouTube?
offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Too little, too late, Volunteers, but good play.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Georgia is running away with
Forgot that they're still trying to win. Obviously, they still have a chance. The coach is flustered right now. Ryan Gamer doesn't know what he's doing over here. That was a great onside kick.
The unexpected, fellas.
Thanks for the update on
Just-
that one, Kevin.
just
Let us
run
know
out the
when it
clock.
goes final. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Firmly in
I need to
control
start
of this
running
game.
with the
We'll see if they
fullback
try
more.
to
I
run
just
out the
love
clock and
gun
get out with a
shotgun runs.
Everybody on offense
Love
here
it.
should feel really good about their performance today too.
Let's-
They had
let's
really
do a
good
little-
game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill? and
Where's
keep
our
trying to
formations
score
with the
points? 'Cause
fullback?
It's the
We're not
defense's
having-
responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say,
Just
all right,
pistol?
we did
There's no
enough
way.
today. We kicked them in the face.
I'm going to have to
Now
make
on
my own
second
playbook.
down, and
I
we'll
need to.
probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Is that the only
Timeout
formation
called
we
there by
have
the
with the
defense,
fullback?
desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll run play action. Quarterback extends the play.
Oh, he's not Patrick
Nearly
Mahomes. I keep
incomplete,
forgetting
trying to
that.
extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
I mean, wait, we can
Gotta
kick
give
this,
the
right?
defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision
Coach wants
time.
us to go for it.
Short, and
Why
you're
can't we
in
kick it?
Field goal range. What do you do here?
50-yard. Oh.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick
Oh,
the field goal
that's
here on
why.
fourth down. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. Oh, and he missed it. No good.
Did they just run it to the
But there
kicker?
is a flag down, and he might get another shot at this one.
It's always a freshman. It's always a
Can't make
freshman, I'm
contact with the
telling
kicker
you.
like that.
That's
It's
the
costly
reason I
special
always
teams
run
penalty.
safe.
You've got to know your path
Every
in
single field
front
goal
of the
block
kicker.
is safe.
Offense comes back on the
Freshmen
field.
do roughing the kicker every single time. You just can't do it. I feel like I just need to turn that penalty off because it's pretty unrealistic to happen that much. Or turn it down in frequency. I've seen a lot of people turn that off and turn that off, but keep running into the kicker on because it's just so unrealistic how many times freshmen do it. It needs to be patched. Like, they're not going to do that. I mean, my team does it too if I don't do a safe one. But that just lost them the game. They were probably going to lose either way, but like that's a dagger.
This crowd knows when to
Are you all think what I'm thinking? Well, no, we can't hear.
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
62, what were you doing on that one? Now let's kick a field goal.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this.
Look at the wind. Look how it's rattling. Like, oh my. We got plenty of time. Let's run it down. I love this game. Listen, if we face this Tennessee team full health, I can tell you right now, we would have probably lost by about 14. Because they were moving the ball so well. You can see a lot of their struggles were their injuries. We made it.
It is good.
We made it.
Lead grows even bigger.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic.
Watch, Tennessee's going to be so mad next season. They're about to go undefeated.
From inside his 5.
In 2 dynasties I'm running, Tennessee has went undefeated in back-to-back seasons. Yeah. When they don't have injuries. Let's go dime. And let's go cover 0 show, even though it doesn't really matter, but 7 seconds. Should have done prevent, but
this offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen,
he's running terrified today.
This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players.
Kentucky Wildcats crush the Volunteers.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
What an incredible game. You know, we talk about momentum, right? We talk about momentum. Look at the first quarter. Scoreless. Second quarter, this Kentucky team scored 24 points. Took all the momentum out of Tennessee. And now, the big part of that was that snap. That missed snap by the quarterback was huge. Their team was rattled after that point. And we went down the field. Remember, first drive. And Brock Vandegrift, we were on the 1-yard line when he fumbled. And they got the ball. If they go down and score, that changes everything. Our defense did a great job. This defense, honestly, is the star of this season. No doubt about it. This defense, Maxwell Harrison with 10 interceptions. Our pass rush today is the reason we won this game. Walker dominated on the edge. Like, how do you stop them? When they're out offensive linemen, they could not handle Walker. They needed to adjust something, and I don't even know if they had enough manpower for it. They had so many injuries, and it showed today. This Tennessee team, no wonder they've struggled, right? What are they going to do? They battled so much injuries. More injuries. Their roster had more injuries than any other team that I saw. I don't know what Tennessee is doing in their personal training, but clearly their conditioning coach is overworking them, maybe weight room, I don't know. But they've got to do some type of injury prevention, because this season it's been terrible for them. And, you know, it's hard to blame anything other than the injuries. I mean, what are you going to do? You have a lot of young players in the game. They make mistakes, and this Kentucky team came into town 34-17, big win. We have to give Tennessee credit because after that second quarter, they held us scoreless in the third, and they played much better after that. So they did start to come back a little bit. They never gave up. They fought hard despite all the injuries, and hey, firm handshakes to Tennessee. They're battling adversity, and they fought. They weren't going to let us win easy, and they tried to make a run for it there at the end. But as we take a look at the stats, let's see what we did. 311 yards. See, they played well. 319. We had 101 rushing. They had 117. Both had a rushing touchdown. Passing, I feel like, was much better today. That pass to Dane Key was fantastic. That changed everything. You could pinpoint a lot of big pass plays that changed this entire game. Our lowest probably rushing yards of the season today. Possession time, 17 versus 14. We did not have any penalties. This Tennessee team had 2. So this Kentucky team has been disciplined. We're playing great football. And wow, I'm so impressed with this team. I'm so impressed. So Brock Vandegrift, 153, 12 for 21, 210 yards, a 57% completion, not great, and 2 interceptions. One interception was I was just trying to force it. You know, it was after we had the lead. I need to not do that. I need to settle down. It doesn't matter how much you're winning by in this game. If the other team gets momentum, they can come back. So I apologize for that, you know, for getting a little carried away at the end. That's on me. Let's not blame Brock Vandegrift. Those interceptions were all me. Now, the fumble was on him. He should never have fumbled that football. Trainum, 20 for 83 and a touchdown. Other running backs did not play very much today at all. And Barryon Brown had that huge touchdown. You think about the big plays that won the game for us. Barryon Brown and Dane Key's only reception was 79 yards for a touchdown. That was a great play call. Read the post, read the coverage, beautiful. Brock Vandegrift taking pressure from the tough defensive ends of this Tennessee team. Beautiful. Not a fancy offensive game, but you know what was fancy right here? This Kentucky defense. Walker, 3.5 sacks. Weaver, that was me, a half sack. But we also had 6 tackles as a defensive end. That's the most I've had. 3 for loss. We did not get a full sack. We were close. We had chances, but just didn't take advantage. And then the other star of the show was Maxwell Harrison. You know, Walker was the reason we gained momentum to win the game. Pressure on the quarterback. The quarterback was terrified. The center snapped that ball, missed it. Walker took it for a touchdown. And just that quarterback was running scared this entire game. That pressure caused Maxwell Harrison to dominate. He just stepped in front of so many balls that the quarterback was, or 2 balls that the quarterback was pressured and picked it off. That was 85 interception yards as well. 2 interceptions. Maxwell Harrison, 10 interceptions on the season. You talk about a game changer right here. This player is amazing. And I want to point out at this time in the video, keep in mind there are timestamps in the description. If you want to jump ahead through the scouting, through the bye week, I will be playing the FCS game in this episode. I wish I would have done a custom episode at the beginning of the season because I believe in real life Kentucky plays Murray State in this next week's game, but Murray State is not in this game. So we have a bye week. We have recruiting in this week, recruiting in the bye week, and then we, of course, have the FCS game that I would just be super simming a lot of it. You'll want to have a full episode for that game. So this episode might be 2 hours. Just want to give a heads up for you all. I'm going to pause the video, take a screenshot, and we'll move right into scouting. I am so proud of this team. Like this is just an incredible season. And we're not making mistakes when it counts. Like, you know, I need to do that the whole game. I should never have thrown those interceptions, right? I should not have thrown those passes, but that's all right. You know, we hurt Brock's stats a little bit, but you live and you learn. Now we know in the next game we don't get too carried away, right? So let's go into recruiting here, the week 10 recruiting, and see what we have. We have plenty of hours. We have 410 hours. So let's take a look. From main stack, we did the hard sell last time, and I believe, look, we're getting this player from Tennessee, an athletic, elusive back. We're going to keep up the hard sell. It's working. We're gaining a lot of influence. Hard sell is the key. Okay, so I figured out in the last episode, I talked a lot about the difference in send the house and influence and how I was starting to understand it more. I think I finally understand it. So early on, you're going to send the house. You want to learn motivations the quickest. Once you get the perfect pitch figured out, you want to then switch to a hard sell. If you fit that, you may have to soft sell. But as soon as you can, hard sell is key. And when you hard sell, because it costs 40, you can add the other ones on there, like search social media, contact friends and family. So that's what I've learned is the secret. And you want to schedule visits as early as you can. You do not want to mess around with visits. You try to get that player at your facility as quick as possible. So send the house first. You learn more motivations that way, and then you can start with the other stuff. So this is a bust player. Purdue wants him. Do we really want this? This bust is probably going to be like a 3-star low development. And they have good speed. Like, they're not a bad player. On paper, they seem like they could be good, but they're probably not going to improve as much being a bust. The one thing I've learned in this game, bust, you got to be careful with them, right? You got to be careful with them. So I don't know. I don't know if we worry too much about this player. We may stick to what we're doing here. We don't really need to send the house on him, even though I know that's what we'd want to do to unlock more motivations. But yeah, you don't, and I think in the last episode I said something like if you add them to your list and offer a scholarship and send the house, you learn 2 motivations. That's not always the case. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you learn none. Sometimes you learn 1. Sometimes you learn 2. So it just depends on, it's like all random, it seems. And it also depends on if you're a large scorer, like if you're Georgia and you send the house, you're going to learn motivations a lot quicker than if you're a smaller school with less resources, right? So this is Keenan Malik, a 4-star gem who's going to play like a 5-star. This is one that we did the hard sell last time, and it worked big time. We're going to keep hard selling. We're battling with South Carolina. Do we have a visit? Visit scheduled? They came at Auburn already, and they had a great experience. Okay. Wow. Okay. So this is going to be a tough one to win. We have to realize that we're gaining more influence than South Carolina per week, right? That's huge. And he's not visiting South Carolina till week 16. We may lock in Keenan. We may lock it in. Now, the problem is South Carolina has proximity to home. So when they hard sell, which they probably already are doing, if they know his motivations, they're going to win on proximity to home. So we got to hope that our athletic facilities and coach prestige, along with DM and the player, are enough to carry us. That's going to be interesting. That is going to be interesting to see how that plays out. I wish we could use 60. I think we could upgrade. Do we have any coaching points? Hold that thought. Do we have coaching points? No, we do not. We have 0. Okay. We need coaching points because we can use that. We have more recruiting hours per week to wide receivers. So I want this player so bad. I really do. 6'2", 205 pounds, physical receiver. Not a good speed, good jumping. That's a great player. And I believe we added this player to our list late. Now, Rashard Dugans, we've got them really a lot of influence. And this is one we're going to keep going after. We need to keep sending the house to learn more motivations. We know 4 areas they don't like. What's their brand exposure is their deal breaker, and we already know that. The best thing is when you already have 2 of them, and their deal breaker is something different than the motivations you've learned as their interest, because then you already know their pitch, and you can get players early by doing that. And we can't schedule a visit. They're not in their top 5 yet. Scouting is so well done. Like, I can't say enough good about scouting in this game. This game, it's amazing. Like, I'm getting lost in this Dynasty mode, just having a good time, just playing this Dynasty mode all the time. It's amazing. And thank you all for watching this series. This series has been so fun here on YouTube, and thank you all for being a part of that. And keep in mind, we will be playing the FCS game. Well, probably not the full game, but some of it. We'll make sure we take that game and add a bigger matchup later on in the season, next season. So Paul Snead is not a gym player. A good wide receiver, good speed from Indiana. And we only have 1 motivation. So let's keep sending the house. We could go ahead and have them come down on the bye week, a complimentary visit with Ezekiel Kumar. Let's do it. And we already know Coach Prestige, so let's go ahead with Coach Prestige. Love that. And then we got Ben Skels, wide receiver with 96 speed. This is one we haven't done all the scouting. Are they a gym? Let's see. They are not a gym. Still a great receiver. We can't schedule a visit yet, and we are well on their list. That's huge. And some of you I know have been telling me take these off the list. I would if our recruiting list was full. But here's the thing that I found, and some of you might have found this. It's very rare, but sometimes players would decommit verbally and go to the second school. So for example, if we win the national championship this year, if we take down Georgia, I know that's a stretch, but who knows? Maybe this 4-star and this 4-star and this 4-star will go to Kentucky. So Reese here is a Jim 4-star, so it's really a 5-star. If I was a little bit better at recruiting early on, I know we've had a great recruiting class, but I realize I made a lot of mistakes early. But of course you're going to. There's my first Dynasty, trying to learn the ins and outs, you know, and we learned a lot. Next season, I feel like we're going to be even better. But this one is sad that we lost out on. This is an amazing left tackle, but who knows? Maybe they still decide to go. It does happen. It's very rare, but when it happens, you'll be fired up. Trust me. So you can remove them, but be careful. So we have 360 hours, everyone, to find some more sleepers. So let's go. What we're going to do right now, we're going to go to all the 4-star, at 5-star already done. They should be at this point. Yep. All the 5-stars are done. We've had a great job recruiting 5-stars. Like a really good job. Let's go to 4-star prospects. Let's take a look at our team needs first. I love this screen. So this screen will show you at each position. It shows you your roster at the right, but also your commits. It shows the people you're recruiting that you have on the list, but it also shows the people that committed to your school. So we have to realize we're losing how many quarterbacks? 2 quarterbacks next season. Brock Vandegrift is going to stay. No, he's definitely not going pro, right? At 81 overall. He'll probably go pro the next season if we play really well with him. But yeah, this is great future for quarterbacks. That's a gem. Kumar is a gem. Ajayi is not a gem. I wish he was, but he's going to be a great quarterback. Halfback, we know we need. We have 2 seniors. We have young freshmen. Patterson's had a touchdown this season. We're going to need... Wow, Sumo's a senior too. Okay, yeah, we need a running back. We got Drayton, though. Drayton's the gem, who's really going to play like a 5-star and probably good development. He's going to probably be our starter next season. Really. He's going to come in and start right away for this Kentucky team. Fullback, maybe we do go after a fullback. Wide receiver, we just added some on our list, right? So we'll probably lose. We might be able to talk Baryon Brown away from going pro. He's 85 overall, and what I've found in this game, it's not just about their stats they have per season. It's also about their overall. And I don't know if he'll go pro or not this season. He's going to try, but we're going to try to talk him out of it. Because, wow, we need receivers, don't we? We need receivers. Big time. If we could keep, though, maybe not big time. Because keep in mind, if we keep Baryon Brown, Key, and Macklin, our freshmen who come in, if we can get some of these wide receivers here, it's going to be awesome. Because they're going to be able to continue to grow their freshman season. They won't have to play much. They'll play a little bit. That's what we need. Please stay. Dane Key's not going to go pro. He's going to stay. Macklin's going to stay probably as well. I don't think they're going to transfer. We do have incoming freshmen coming in, so we'll see. Now, we have a couple tight ends already locked in, which is, they're probably going to start right away, honestly. They're probably going to start. Well, Cadis is 79 overall, so maybe they won't. Maybe they won't. They're going to get some playing time, though. I can tell you that. Left tackle, we have Baducci, which is huge, and probably is going to come in to start at right tackle next season, to be honest. Yeah. Ooh, we need a center bad. He might be... Oh, okay. That's good to know. We need a center big time. We know we need a right. Okay, we need to go after a center. We might have to do a position change. So we are going to sort by center. And we're going to sort by 4-star athletes. Are there any... Not top prospects. We could go in the top prospects here and take a look. Oh, we could... This one's open. From Texas, Nick Caesar. Okay. Let's go after... Let's just add all the centers to our list, right? We need a center bad. An athlete. Is this a... Could this be a center? I guess it could. We're just going to add them all. We're going to add them all. We got plenty of recruiting hours. Maybe not all of them, but we're going to add all the 4-star. So there is a 3-star. You never know. Let's add them to the list. Well, what if we change interest and we sort by interest here? Are there any 3-stars with good interest? Here's one. Athlete. Really wants UK. Let's add them to the list. They're in our pipeline from Pikeville, Kentucky. And then Bart Emerson, you never know. From Ohio, we're second. I'm going to add any 3-star that could potentially be a 4-star. Because we already got the 4 stars on there. Here, we're 9th. Add them to the list. We're 10th. Add them to the list. Anybody who has interest in us at a 3 or 4-star. So let's go ahead, back to the recruiting board, and let's see if we have any gems here. Okay, no gem. We're just going to scout them until we find a gem. Oh, here we go. This is a 5-star talent, everybody. Ben Tung. 5-star talent. We are not on their list, but we will be. Offer contract. It's in the house. Oh, my. This is huge. We need to add them probably up there at the top. Just so we remember. Okay, let's keep scouting. Okay, no gem. It's okay. 4-star talent still good. Another one. Bradley Higdon. Doesn't have us on their list, but they will. It's in the house. And they're still early. So when they're early, you can see that. They're both open. Both of these centers have a high potential of going to our school. What's their deal breaker, though? Good question. Championship contender. Look how much influence. Oh, that's a wide receiver. Okay, never mind. I was on the wrong. Wait, where did I just move that? I thought I just moved the center up. Am I making things up? There's that center. Am I going crazy here? I know we just had 2 centers. Is that this one? Yeah, okay. He's an athlete. Whoa, okay, wow. It's getting late here. It's getting late here. Let's move on from that and put the centers at the top. It threw me off the athlete, right? The athlete threw me off. And they could probably play any position. Whoa, okay. Settle down. Now, they've basically already committed to UCLA. They want proximity to home, coach prestige, and we have that. And it's a gem. Well, add them to the list. Add them to the list and send the house. You never know. You never know how much influence you're going to gain on these, right? You never know. We don't need them at the top. We'll have them 3rd. This is so cool. Look at what? This might be the best recruiting center class of all time. We won't even need to recruit the 3-stars yet. This is fantastic. We just found 4 5-star talent, everybody, late in the season. You're never out of it. You know, let's go ahead and scout the athlete here from Pikeville, Kentucky. And a bust. Okay, we can go ahead. I always remove 3-star busts off the list. They're a 2-star talent. You have to keep that in mind. And they're going to have terrible development. So I know we have 1 bust on our list. That's because they're going to be a 3-star and they have good speed. And I think this recruit could still be good. So there is the recruiting for the week. We have some high-level center talent that are early in their process. If we sneak into the top 8 and win the SEC championship, we're going to get a lot of talent. So let's go ahead and advance the week here. This game is so awesome. Thank you all for being a part of this. I know I don't like to cut out the scouting and stuff because I know there's a lot of people out there who want to watch it. That's why I have timestamps for you all. So are those the centers that we moved up on their list? 2nd for the center. Look at this. We're sneaking in. LSU and Oklahoma is who we're battling for those centers. The problem is we don't have our pipeline influence. If it was our pipeline, we'd have a huge influence. No! Keenan! You're kidding me. Went to South Carolina. We'll remember that when we play you next year, Keenan. Did we finish second? Yeah, there's still a chance, but I doubt it. South Carolina, it's proximity to home. I told you all. Look at this. SEC Player of the Week. I would hope so, right? I would hope so. He played phenomenal and probably National Defensive Player, right? No. How did he not? Oh, yes, he did. Just had to be patient. National Defensive Player of the Week. 3 sacks, 3 tackles, 4 for loss, and you all realize he had a fumble recovery for a touchdown. So he's kind of a big deal. What could we say? So top stories, let's take a look. Ohio State takes down Penn State. They crushed them 45-6. Ohio State fans out there are fired up. Michigan fans out there are really upset. And Penn State's fans out there on the channel are even more upset. They just got knocked out of the top 25. With it, they were 24. They got knocked out of the top 25, 45-6. If y'all want to see the Minnesota Golden Gophers and Rhett Gamer here on the channel face off against Penn State in an epic game on Wednesday, July 31st, 2024, make sure you watch that episode. That'll be going live a day after this one goes live. Duke tests conference foe Miami, but the Hurricanes prevail 14-20. Bowl predictions are out. All right. Let's take a look at the playoff predictions. Playoff bracket. This is just, preliminary thoughts. Old Dominion, 18, sneaking in at the bottom left here. So you can see Old Dominion would be playing against Alabama, Ohio State against Oklahoma State, Oregon and Utah, Kentucky, number 2 seed. Ooh, that's incredible. 3, Miami, Georgia, top right against Oklahoma, Michigan against Florida State. And, I cannot wait in real life. There's going to be so much controversy. There always is. Like, even in the playoff system of the past, the top 25 ranking system, the top 4 when they had the 4-team format. But now with top 12, let me tell you, there's going to be teams like Old Dominion, and maybe not Old Dominion, that's a stretch. But there's going to be a lot of controversy here. And it's going to be so entertaining to watch. Like, in this game, they have a large variety. But honestly, in real life, I think it's going to be the same way. And there's going to be shocks where people are like, how did they make it and not our team? Like, it's going to be entertaining. And you all know, like, it is going to be all over the place. Like, I truly believe it is. Because it always is. The top 25 and, like, there's so, like, I mean, you all know. If you follow college football, you probably predict that it's going to be very controversial. And it's going to be entertaining. So here we go into the recruiting here in the bye week. Our team gets a much needed break. So we're going to take a look at the center. Oh, okay. So can we get this one? Probably not. Do they want brand exposure? Oklahoma must have that. I mean, the best chance we have is to keep doing what we're doing. Sit in the house, try to learn a motivation, try to hard sell early, and invite for a visit as soon as we can. This one's more realistic that we can actually get. We know motivations. We don't know any. Ooh. But we can do a few more influence. We have 65 for centers. Let's do that. This one, can we even get? We're going to try. Why not? These are gym centers. If we want to back off later, we can. The more influence we can gain, the better. Oh, this is one we definitely can get. So we're moving this one. We're moving this one up. And we're going to do this. We know one motivation. As soon as we can lock in a visit, we're inviting Bradley Higdon. And agile, we're going to have him at center. Probably could be a right guard as well, based on their stats. But what about this one? They're about to go to UCLA. They want coach prestige, and we have that. So I'm going to do it. I'm gonna spend a lot of time with these two, or these 4 centers. I think they're gonna be really good. So let's take a look at Tremaine Stack is about to commit. Our hard sell is working. Tennessee's moving down, and I think we're gonna lock in this athlete right here. Elusive back. This is gonna be a really good player. They're not a gym, but they're still gonna be good. And then the bust. Yeah, we're gonna get them, but am I spending too many resources on a bust? I like their attributes, and I think they could play. I think they could move positions. I really do. I think this player might be able to be one who could move positions and maybe be an end. 237 pounds, 5'11", though, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe outside linebacker. They've got good speed. They've got great coverage on zone. Not great men, but our team doesn't have good man coverage. I don't know. I think we are going to schedule a visit with this one. Why not? We know coach prestige is what they like, so we're going to schedule that. It's not going to hurt anything. Should we sell? Wait, let's take a look. The reason is we have one check mark, and out of those last 4 question marks, we know that 2 of them have to be their perfect pitch. So we have to find one that has coach prestige and at least 2 out of the question mark. So there's one, the top right, prestigious. So it's got to have coach prestige, and it's got to have at least 2 of the bottom tier. We know their perfect pitch. We know it. That's the only one that has coach prestige and 2 out of those at the bottom. I love recruiting in this game for things like this. We are going after them. Look how much we fit their perfect pitch. We're going to send it. Hard sell. And then we're going to DM them as well. And then we lost Keenan. That's heartbreaking. I wanted this player so bad. I know we're locked out. We had a positive visit as well. Let's move them to the very bottom. Wow, I wanted that player so bad. I wanted a lot of these players. You can't get them all. We have a really good recruiting class, and if we can lock in these centers, can you imagine? Okay, so we have 150 points left. Let's scout more centers. 100%. Not a gym. We already did those. Okay. Not a gym. That's a gym. That is 4-star talent right there. So let's move them up. Let's offer a scholarship and send the house. And we got one more left to scout. A bust. Yeah. Remove them instantly. And these other ones, 4-star talent, we already have a lot of centers that I think we can get. But it might be worth just going ahead and offering a scholarship. We have plenty of scholarships left to give. And just see how their influence is after 1 week. We're not even going to really contact them very much. For both of them, we're going to DM. That's it. I know typically you would sit in the house at the beginning, but we don't really have enough points. We might do... Which one has better pass blocking? They're pretty good. They are actually very solid linemen. Which one has the most awareness? This one? So let's send this one. Let's search social media as well. Okay, so we spent all of our scouting points. Let's advance the week. Do you all think we'll have any more commits? Make your predictions right now. Just say it out loud. Anybody predicting new commits? I think we will. I think we will, but let's find out. Go ahead and advance the week. We're going into week 12. Come on, please. Yes, Tremaine Stack, halfback from Louisville, Kentucky, 4-star. Are you kidding me? Let's go. Tremaine Stack. Love that. So we got another one, a 4-star elusive back. Going to be a great athlete for this team. We have some good running back talent coming in, and that's what we need, though. Paul has reached top 5. Are we in it? Yes. Look at this. One center, Higdon. We are number 1 by a long shot. Oh my. That may be what... And look, another center. That 3-star gym. We're up there. This is amazing. You could have asked for a better result there. So let's go ahead and actually do the scouting here real quick before the next game. Because this will be a short game. We're number 6. I thought we were... Oh, because we didn't play a week. We dropped to 6. Okay. Watch. You are like, Ryan, you're overlooking this FCS team. In this game, I've never not beat an FCS goal by more than 30. Remember I said this. So I like, there's no way. Look, we are up there with Higdon. That is massive. That is incredible. And we don't need, I don't think we need to do anything else. We're winning by quite a bit. We don't have enough to hard sell yet. Maybe. What's their championship contender? No, we already know that. We can look. We can't even sell yet. Never mind. They're not top 5. So it doesn't matter. This is the center that are we going to be able to get? But yeah, we possibly can. And we can hard sell. Do we have enough information? We're about to find out. We can schedule a visit at Louisville. Let's go athletic facilities. And what's their brand exposure? I guess maybe we should have done that in the visit, but that's fine. A-, I chose the better one. But what I want to see is, can we find their perfect pitch? Remove all this. Can we find their perfect pitch? It has to include both athletic facilities and brand exposure. And there's one. Pro potential is the third. That's the only one. Ooh, so we fit A-, B, and a C. That is risky. That is risky. Do we need to get risky? Let's just do it. Why not? We already have that other center we're getting. A C is not bad. We fit the other categories. We're going to try it. We are going to try it. Then we'll contact friends and family. Get an influence boost that way. We're going to take a risk with that one. And this center, Ben Tung, LSU's going after him. But look, our influence was more. It just wasn't higher initially. And we know they're perfect. We know the perfect pitch already. We got lucky. Firm handshakes to this Kentucky scouting staff. Learning the motivations. That's what I'm talking about. Sometimes you can get lucky. Oh, we can't sell yet. Oh. So we can't sell yet. So we're just in the house and do this other stuff there. Right there. Okay. We may get that one. We may get them because we can hard sell here soon. As long as they don't commit to LSU before. And this is the other center. Athlete, at least we predict, is a center. Could play other places, but yeah, we don't need to really do anything. We're getting good influence on them. Storm Livings, look, we basically locked them in with that hard sell. They're coming to Kentucky. They're gonna commit probably this week. Maybe not though. Rashard Dugans, receiver with really good speed. We need to schedule a visit. We better not lose that game. Look what happens if we lose to Louisville. Oh my, let's go playing time. And we don't need to, yeah, we need to keep sending the house. We do. And then Paul Sneed. How are we looking? Oh, we're battling with Notre Dame at the top, but they don't visit with Notre Dame till 16. They visit with us on 11. That's huge. We know the perfect pitch. They're going to be visiting too. This is like an ideal week. We look, we fit it perfectly. We may lock in this receiver. The talent we're getting, and you got to realize, this one we can't move to tight end, 5'11", 195, but some of this receivers, we might be able to move to the tight end position. I know we have a couple tight ends coming into this incoming class, but we got Ben Scales. How are we looking there? Good. Looking really good. Did we learn about their? No. So we need to find more information. This is that center. That's 4-star talent. Look, they love us now. You'll love to see it. We don't have enough motivations to do anything else. We just keep sending the house. And then Caesar. This was one that we can put more time in now. I know we may not need this many centers, but we can drop one off the list if we start to really like dominate one, right? And we can remove this one off. We got locked out. And this one is, they're not a gem. We can remove them from the list. And we have 60 scouting points we could save for schedules because we need to schedule visits. They'll be close to scheduling next week. We could spend them because we're going to have more next week. We could scout. Why not? How about now we scout in our pipeline, and we scout in our pipeline of anybody who has interest in us. Deontay Golden is a bust. We can see that right there. Look, we dominated our pipeline. As we should. Here's a middle linebacker. Add them to the list. Cornell, Hooks. I'm going to add all of these. Any of these could be potential gem talent. You just add as many as you can. We don't need a tight end. So we're just going to do that for now. Didn't mean to back out. I do that sometimes. And then we're going to the bottom. And let's scout. Come on, be a gem. Nope, bust. Even worse. 2-star talent there. Bust. All right. We'll scout the rest next week. Good scouting, though. I'm getting the hang of it. I'm loving it. Today, though, it is time for the Week 12 matchup. A doubleheader in this video. Kentucky, number 6 ranked, at home against FCS Southeast. They don't have the FCS in real life. In this game from real life. I believe it's Murray State is who this team would be in real life. I could be wrong there, but I'm pretty sure it's Murray State. But let's go ahead and dive into the game here. Of course, we're going to be wearing the same uniforms we've been wearing at home. We are not switching it up. Going up against the Pandas today. Black pants, black jerseys. Until we lose in this outfit, we are not changing a thing. So yeah, we will be playing some, and we'll be super simming defense here. Let our defense dominate, and we may jump in if we need to.
Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. What a matchup we have today. Momentum has been building each and every week, and now these two undefeated teams will square off. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Pandas, taking on the winners of 9 straight, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
That never gets old. Like, I can never skip it. It's fantastic. That never gets old. As a huge Kentucky fan, got my Kentucky Wildcat shirt on today. That never gets old. Big Blue Nation
Kentucky
showing up.
Ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And they thought
All right.
about a return, then
Let's let our defense stop them.
Bring it out to the 25. The Pandas offense will start this game off. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field.
Okay, so we're going to play all offense this game. Let the defense do what they do best. They stopped them already. And we won't play every moment. But we'll play a pretty good amount. I hope they add the FCS schools in the next game. I really hope they do.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first
Was
down.
that an injury for us or them?
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Vandergrift. Fires toward the end zone.
What a catch. That's what we can do here against FCS Southeast.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive.
And he takes it in for the score.
We should win by 60. We should win by 60. Did they score? No, okay. It looked like for a second they might have scored there. They punted.
Off play action on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side.
No.
And the DB making
They
a
lost
huge
another
play,
player.
knocking it away
Every time
downfield.
we play an FCS team, they take so many injuries. Do y'all remember that early in the season? We're going to change next season. We're going to customize our schedule. The FCS games, we're going to pick another opponent.
Trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They'll get him on the ground at the 46.
But it is fun. It is fun.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And
Oh, he
coming
dropped
into this
it.
game,
That was
this
a bad
offense
throw.
knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least
I love
establish
this.
a
It's so fun
semblance
to
of
just
a running game for exactly what you
just try to
said.
gut
They
it
were
every
used
single
play
play,
action
right?
pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get
How does
that.
he drop that?
Oh, goes right
Barry
through
Brown?
his hands, and he will think about that
What?
one for a while. It'll be third down.
I
They line
cannot
up with
believe
some
he just
serious
dropped that
work to
ball.
do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Let's it fly.
There he goes, made up for it. Took a big time
Really
shot
nice
on that
pickup
catch too.
on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Wildcats are rolling down the
Dane
field.
Key is going to score a touchdown here.
Looking to throw it again. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it.
What a catch!
Man, that's a
What?
tough play to make. When you're that
Dane
far down
Key
the field,
is fired
you're
up
trying to
today.
control your body and run as you're laying out.
This is a good time to play against the FCS score. You know, it gives your team confidence
And that is how
going
you
into the
make your
next week.
quarterback look really good.
Let's it fly.
I love it.
Back in the end zone.
That's, you see why I didn't make this its own episode? Even though it's fun, right? It's a fun change of pace. It would be a pretty boring episode. This has been an exciting episode. Went into Tennessee, tough environment, played against the injury-filled Tennessee team. Settle down, Brock.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection.
I know, I shouldn't have done that.
It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out,
That's a terrible pass.
And it's intercepted. A
Yeah,
turnover for
that's
the
embarrassing.
defense.
That's
And they
embarrassing,
will
Brock.
step-
That's on me. It was open. Look, our defense just locking them down. I should never make that
They'll
pass.
throw
What
it
was
on
I
first
doing?
down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play.
I need to
Just
settle
too
down.
much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out
Let's
of
run the ball.
bounds.
You know, it's
Because
a
we
good
can run all
decision by
over
the
them.
QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go
Dane
through.
Key
Like the
for a
line
touchdown.
blocks for a
Maybe
certain hole. Good job
Barry
getting
Brown.
through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation.
If I
really
had a
better
little
next
bit more time.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as
we
he
gotta
was
punt
trying
it.
to throw, and they can't convert on third
I
down.
want to go for it so
Kentucky
bad,
will
but
be forced to punt.
we also got to
First
be
time
smart.
we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not going to risk a
You notice, so
return here.
sometimes the camera does that. Sometimes you notice, like, after the play, the camera will, like, switch to a weird view. It seems to happen whenever I super zone. It doesn't always happen, but the camera does some weird things in super zone where it, like, cuts. You'll notice it, like, after the play. When it starts, there's nothing you can
Dropping
do.
back,
It must be a
it's
glitch.
Vandergriff, using his legs to buy some time. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
You know,
Now
hey,
on
I
second
told
down.
Brock he can just have fun today. I told him just have fun.
They'll throw again after
Just
the
have fun out
incompletion.
there.
If the
Let's
quarterback's a
not
little
have
more
fun
on target
anymore.
there, maybe
Brock,
they hook
no
up,
more having
but
fun.
It's an incompletion. A third and long coming up here.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide, and with his defense now trailing
What a
by
play.
2 possessions, if they could
Okay,
have just caught
this
the ball
FCS
and
team
gotten
is
that pick, that
starting to get back into
potentially
it.
changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
Oh, and I said we
Fourth
played an
down and
FCS
punt
score
team
earlier. We did
sent it
not.
the other way.
This is our first FCS
Here's
game.
the
It was the career mode I was talking about. The career mode when we crushed the Pandas. This is the same team we crushed in the career mode. FCS Southeast. Our defense is playing great. I need to settle down on the offensive side.
Wants to throw on first down. Pocket. Oh, it's out. Picks up the ball and tries to make something
Brock? Was that intentional? What a play, Brock. I tried to do that. The pitch. I tried to pitch that.
The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
I love the execution on that play. Great
Ryan, did you hit the pitch button there? Yes. Yes, I did. Ryan, did you pitch that ball? Yes. Yes, I did. Yes. Hey, it worked. You know, I just had a feeling. I don't know why I pitched that. I panicked. It worked though. I pitched it. Oh, that's too funny. That is too funny. Hey, we have fun here, right? That is hilarious. It worked. I thought, you know, I was trying to pitch that to the offensive lineman, you know, get the offensive line some action.
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense covering.
Okay, let's not let an FCS team score again on us. I got real serious real quick after that play.
Use the play fake. Now to throw.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse.
No, they do not.
You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
They do not. Brock, how are you cold right now?
To the air, it's Vandergrift.
Throw a touchdown
He'll
pass.
off one deep down the left
That's
side.
that'll be open all day against this team.
Inside the 30. Touchdown, Kentucky. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I know. They should never have scored a touchdown. We should win by 60.
The give on the counter. Now
See, that's the camera I'm talking about when it does that. It seems to happen, a glitch that happens after super simming or after you change camera. And I've not changed camera this day. This game.
Man, you are doing just that.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass.
I tried to do a juke there, but let's throw a touchdown pass.
This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. He's got a fresh set of downs.
Looking to pass on second down.
What a throw.
Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big
That was a great throw to toss it up there.
First down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. He's going to let it go.
I knew I had to turn into him to try to knock that ball down because that could have been a pick.
The defender was right there.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get
Let's go
hurried,
slot
when they
corner.
get
One of my
pressured,
favorite plays in
they
this
become
playbook.
Very average. Really nice job by the defense. Pressure in the corner.
He'll just keep slinging it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
He's wide open.
Not sure exactly what
I don't know if that was a missed throw. Let's go drive to Dane Key.
And that's your job.
I don't know if, I'm not sure if that was just a misplay by us, but
timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable.
Brock.
But you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Third and long situations are
We go
really
for it.
hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The
We're on the
pass rushers
40.
are
I wouldn't
getting
make you.
upfield. You're
We're not
under
going to field
pressure.
goal
You
this.
don't have timing, and as a result now, fourth down.
Fires downfield.
What a catch.
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. They needed a bunch on.
Let's go to the option. Let's have some fun here. I never run the option.
We
Go to a speed
We wanna
option.
be
It
aggressive,
worked
take shots
earlier,
down the
right?
field. First half, they felt like
Some of you are
fourth
getting
and long.
nervous.
No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
Now the toss. Picks up the first down. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very
And now let's do a
productive
standard
First down, physicality.
play action
wins
pass.
football games. Being able to run the football, create
How about a
balance,
wide
and
receiver
right here,
pass?
Just choose up another first
I know I
down,
said I was putting this
gives
back
you
in the
another
playbook,
chance
never
to maybe
return. Let's give
continue to run
Macklin
the
another
football.
chance.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his
Oh, he was
quickness,
so
he's
big.
got a burst.
Barry
If you
on
give this
Brown
guy
was
just a
wide
crease,
open.
He's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
You gotta have fun, right? This is the fun game of the season. That's what I kept telling the players. Like, have fun. Don't lose.
Quarterback now
please have
breaking
fun.
the field. Just couldn't find a hole in this.
But let's not
defense.
get
They were
hurt.
ready for him and force him out of bounds. And
I
no
still
gain on
think
the
this
play.
slot corner is my favorite play on the goal line. Because what you can do, you can audible to a curl if you don't want him to go out, and you have him sit there. But against this team, we can just do that.
Touchdown,
They were a man.
Wildcats. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. Man, he didn't just...
Let's go ahead and super silk. How does our... Let's skip this moment. How does our team... Well, 27 seconds left. Let's score again. Obviously. Can you all tell how much fun I'm having playing this game? Like, I'm having a blast. This game is fantastic.
Trying to find
That's a
his man
touchdown.
on first down. And he's got it at the 25.
We won't rub it in anymore. We played a half. We'll super sil now.
Touchdown, Kentucky.
We were super sil. We're going to go to more options, and we're going to jump ahead to next quarter. And then we're going to jump ahead. We're 42-7. Let's jump ahead next quarter. See how our team does. Simming. 49. Okay, at least we scored a touchdown. Let's do one more drive. Our defense, the only reason they scored was because of our offense, right? Brock said he wants National Player of the Year of the week.
He's looking to throw it. Moving out of the pocket. Hit as he throws. Hit hard
If I
as
stay
he
in the
throws.
pocket
He's
there, it's a
on that
touchdown.
First down pass, and it never had a chance.
Settle down,
A
bro.
little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still
He's
seeing
open.
matchups they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Nowhere close on
Tight end
that one
angle.
as he got drilled trying
I'm looking
to
at
deliver
Brown.
the football,
Love
and
this
now they
play.
face third down.
I know the tight end could be open. That's the route, but Barry on Brown.
That pass
They're
not
blitzing,
close,
and
he got drilled trying to deliver.
we gotta
it. They'll
punt
bring
it.
up fourth down. Kentucky sent out the punting unit.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the
Our
football,
punter
maybe
would need a
take
lot
some
of
time.
work
You
in
did
the
the
Texas
opposite.
game.
Got in
We
a
don't
bad
need him to get all the
situation, threw the
reps he can
football.
get.
Stop the
He'll
clock.
be punting a lot against Texas. Oh, let's skip moment. 56-7. We are dominating as we should. We should win by 60.
Just
Kentucky
complete
wins.
and utter dominance. And this one
56.
outplayed their
Look, I
opponent
scored
and
more.
took
We had
care
our
of business.
backups in, though, at the end.
Total domination in all three phases of the game.
Let's
Offense,
go.
defense, and special teams. This team came
Barry
ready
on
to
Brown,
play,
195,
and man, it was
2
pedal to the metal right
touchdowns.
from the opening kickoff.
Wow, what a game. Let's go. We need it. Like, that's a game you have to crush them, right? You can't hold anything back. I want to see the stats of Brock Vandegrift. 482 yards of total offense. 372, 4 touchdowns. We had that one interception. I should have never thrown that. Should have never thrown that interception, but, you know, hindsight's 2020, right? So, what a game. Let's go ahead and return. Wow, that's a game you have to win. Next season, we're taking that game off the schedule. We're making our schedule tougher. We're going to schedule one of the top teams there. I want Michigan. Let's settle down. let's calm down. We don't want Michigan. Maybe like a Kentucky-Indiana battle. I think that would be cool. Battle between Kentucky and Indiana. Let's go ahead, and we did recruiting for the week. We have 10 coaching points, though. We will spend those, or not, yeah, 10 coaching points. So we spend those now? Let's take a look. So, influence with, who are we going after? Centers, right? And we got offensive linemen already influenced. Who do we need? Who do we really want? Do we have any linebackers or running backs we really want? I feel like we've already got our running backs. Any defensive backs that we're trying to get right now? That we're close on? That we're trying to gain a lot of influence on? What a recruiting class. It's amazing. Middle linebacker? Yeah, that's not one we... Oh, wide receivers, though. Do we have wide receivers on the list? I think we already have spin it on wide receiver, right? We have. Okay, we spin it on wide receiver, tight end. Defensive line. I guess we could go linebacker. We have a linebacker on there. Why not? We're not looking after a quarterback now. We've got quarterbacks locked in. I say, Well, we could use... Oh, what if we go... Remember, we could recruit more wide receivers here if we... Or more hours for wide receivers and tight ends if we get that. But I feel like the influence is key early on. So let's go ahead, since we do have a linebacker on the list. Why not just put linebackers on the list? I mean, spend the points on linebackers. Yeah, there we go. So that'll help us with influence when we advance the week. We did recruiting. Let's go ahead and advance. Simulating week 12. We are almost to week 13. Look at this. Storm Livings, the middle linebacker bust. I know he's not going to be the greatest, right? I understand that. But I think he's one who we could change positions. Like, I'm not super excited about this. It's a 4-star at 3-star talent. That's not great, but I still think he does have a place on this team. We'll find it. We'll find a way to use him. So that last screen I want to see again. Let's take a look at this. Paul Snead, top 3 were second. Top 3 were third for the left end. We are first for 3 centers. Oh my. Can we get them all? Probably not. Probably not. Deion Walker again, SEC Defensive Player of the Week. 6 tackles, 2 sacks. National player? No. And we face off against Texas, and Texas has not had the greatest year. Now, the tough thing about this game, it's in Texas. You all realize we only have 2 games left. Today against Texas, and then our final game of the season. You all know what it is if you know Kentucky football or you're a Kentucky fan. The Governor's Cup against Louisville, and Louisville just had a big game earlier. It'll be at home, though. We will be in Lexington, Kentucky for that one. We have a very realistic chance to go undefeated. We just got to not turn over the football, right? Not turn over the football, play smart, and we may be the #1 team if we beat Texas. Texas has struggled in the SEC. Their first year here in the SEC, Kentucky, I can't remember. Have we ever played Texas? I don't think so. Not that I know. Not that I know of. Maybe you all know. I don't know. There's been so much conference changes around. Like, it's hard to follow. But Colorado takes down Utah 27-19. And Kentucky, the #5 team. Oregon, #1. Michigan lost their first game. Ohio State, 8-2. Miami, 10-0 at 4. There's very few undefeated teams. Oregon, Kentucky, and Miami. I think that's all. Wow. Any other big upsets? Nebraska upsets USC. That is a huge win for Nebraska because USC was moving up in college football playoff contentions, but no longer. I believe Nebraska took that dream away from them. So there you have it for the top stories. Now, in the next episode, of course, you're going to see the Texas game. You're going to see the recruiting here for the next week. We already saw we locked in another recruit. I don't want to do the recruiting this episode. I like to do that at the end of the games. But I do want to go ahead and move Storm. And let's take a look at our prospect. What is our recruiting class? Number 19 in our first season. This is huge. I started off, not really knowing what I was doing. I feel like everybody does. And then, I've been playing this game a lot, been learning a lot. You all realize without the mistakes I made early on, we could have had the best recruiting class in the nation because we've done a good job of recruiting. And thank you all for all the recruiting tips throughout. I greatly appreciate it. And all the positive, encouraging comments for this Kentucky team. We just took down Tennessee today, and we took out an FCS team, right? But that's a game you got to win by a whole bunch. So yeah, this #5 ranked Kentucky team will face off against Texas in Texas. This is going to be a great game, an SEC battle. And as we take a look at the SEC conference standings right now, the SEC championship, if the season ended today, would I believe be Kentucky versus Alabama, and it would. So Kentucky versus Alabama, Oklahoma is right there, Texas A&M, then Georgia has struggled. We derailed them. We derailed Georgia. Now, the interesting part is this one right here, but you all know why. Tennessee, so many injuries. You wonder if Florida has as well, but Tennessee has had so many injuries. It is absolutely insane. Like, this Tennessee team could have been undefeated or at least a couple losses, maybe an SEC championship without the injuries. It would have been a much different game if they did not have 6 starters out, right? I think their starters start to come back soon. Their running back comes back in a few weeks, but Heartbreaking season for the Tennessee Volunteers. So many injuries. They are last place in the SEC because of it. You all are all legends. I know this was a longer episode, but it was a great one. I had a blast. Thank you for watching it till the end. If you got some enjoyment, drop a like. It really helps the channel. Subscribe for more. And be sure you check out the Road to Glory series as well on the channel, where Rhett Gamer, Ryan Gamer's brother, is the quarterback for the Minnesota Golden Gophers. What a season that's been. It's been up and down. It has been insane. But trust me when I say you're going to want to watch the episode that's being posted a day after this goes live. July 31st, 2024. It's one that everybody, if you're liking this series, watch that one. It's amazing. I will see you in the next one. Plenty of other sports game content here on the channel. We have 7 ongoing career modes, 5 different sports right now, and I'm having a blast with all of them. I'll see you in the next video on the channel. As always, have a fantastic day, everybody.